The Queen will have looked after Andrew, as there's been discussion about his finances and lifestyle following the monarch's death, an expert claimed. Prince Andrew will not get kicked out of Windsor Castle as Queen Elizabeth II has made plans for his finances prior to her death, it was claimed. The Queen's second son and brother to King Charles III lives with his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, in the Royal Lodge, a Grade II listed house in Windsor Great Park. Speaking on the Royal Beat podcast, the Mirror's royal editor, Russell Myers, said Andrew and Sarah won't be getting kicked out of Windsor. Mr. Myers claimed that the Queen will have looked after Andrew, as there has been discussion about his finances and lifestyle following the monarch's death. He added, there's been a lot of discussion about where Andrew's money will come from, how he will finance his lifestyle, but the Queen will have looked after him. The podcast panel also included the Sunday Times royal editor Roya Nikha and the Sun's royal photographer Arthur Edwards. Guests discussed King Charles's coronation, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children, as well as the role of Princess Anne and Sophie Wessex within the royal family. He was accused of assaulting Virginia Gifford when she was 17, a claim he vehemently denied. The prince made an out-of-court settlement with no admission of guilt on his side. He has not been charged with any criminal offense and strongly denied any wrongdoing. However, the 62-year-old was stripped of the His Royal Highness title and removed from royal duties prior to his mother's death. Speaking in the documentary, former press spokesman for the Queen, Dickie Arbiter, said of Andrew, the problem is, the man's an idiot. There's always one runt of the litter, and Andrew was it. Journalist Helen Kirwan-Taylor said, Prince Andrew thought he was more than a royal. He thought he was a celebrity. Paul Page, a bodyguard who worked in protection for the royal family, described an incident when the prince insulted one of his co-workers and said, you would think a member of the royal family would have some kind of decorum and respect for the staff that are there and paid to protect them and look after them. With Andrew, there's just none at all. Days after the Queen's death, the Duke of York was heckled as he walked in a procession with the late monarch's coffin in Edinburgh. A man standing within the crowd was heard shouting, Andrew, you are a sick old man. A 22-year-old man was arrested for breach of peace in connection with the incident.